The initiative which you are having are not in any way competing, and it's very good to clear that, are not in any way competing. It's an intervention. For example, Hustler Fund is an intervention. We're intervening on the ability of majority of Kenyans to be served by the circles, to be served by the banks, because most of them are not being served. They are not being served because they cannot access the conventional collaterals like title deed. Most of our wananchis do not have formal employment, so you cannot expect them to borrow loan against their pay slip. So when we improve the credit market, when we address the market failures where majority of Kenyans are not, and also just make sure that the people, the customer base that the circles will be looking into are credible enough also to sustain their business model. I want to say that if we need to inculcate a culture, for us to inculcate a culture of saving in this country, then we must begin addressing it in early years of our population, because that's where now a citizen will grow up, understanding and scoring the beauty of saving, the beauty of starting to populate your assets, because you see, saving is your financial asset. And probably that's one way that will make us also, alleviate poverty in our household, so that now the parents can now start focusing on the most critical thing. I used an example, for example, majority of our kids really identify or realize their talents later, when it's not even, for example, we've seen footballers on a number of occasions. We have our footballers until they reach secondary school, where now their skills can be seen and the scouts can come there. They've lost a lot of time. So that time lost, if we had find a way of managing that in early years, we start identifying that talent at age 7, 8 and 9, it would be very helpful. But today we have competing priorities. If we pull together our children to start underscoring why we should start saving when they grow up in adulthood, we are not going to do a lot of advocacy to try and change. The mindset will already be formed.
Sisi tuko tayari kufanya kazi na serikali, sababu serikali yetu inajenga wananchi, hata na sisi tunajenga wananchi. Mahali tunaweza kusaidia ama kusaidiana na serikali ama serikali na tusaidia ili tufikie wananchi, sisi tuko tayari na tutafanya nao kazi hiyo. Ni sawa, kwa sababu wakipata kwangu alafu waongeze ile ya serikali, watakuwa sawa, kwa sababu pesa yao itaongezeka na maendeleo itakuwa makubwa.